Oh, hey.
Hello.
Oh,
Step
no.
away from the cat. You can't take them home.
You absolutely can.
Sure
They
you
are
can.
looking for their forever home.
Maybe you should take one home.
Everybody.
Everybody take a cat.
In an ideal
Everybody.
world, how many cats would you have?
What's that?
How many cats would you have?
Oh, no,
in
I
an
really
ideal
am
world?
okay with two. I really do not want a ton of cats. I don't. I mean, you know, everybody else should step up.
Well, of
So
course.
I don't take them all.
There's room for more.
No, two's fine for me.
To be
I'm a two-cat
honest, like
household.
if Mark were
Or less. I could do well with one.
not here, like when with the third one, I couldn't do three. I couldn't do
Three
three
dogs?
by myself. Yeah, it's
Three's a lot.
Now
Oh,
I
yeah.
know
Big difference.
how many dogs
Right.
I actually have because he's gone during the week.
You're like, oh, wait, where'd you come
But
from?
I love all three of you. All righty.
Last week, we talked about how to help your outdoor plants survive the first frost.
All right, so we're going to follow it up this week with what to do after that first frost, which you'll probably be dealing with in a couple of days to make sure you keep that garden going all winter long.
Wisdom is in Studio B with our guy Derek and all the deets. Good
Right.
morning.
Exactly. Good morning to you. And the big question is, what can you plant right now that'll be strong enough to handle winter? Derek Thomas, you've been getting a lot of questions on Facebook and Twitter about this very thing. So walk us through this. What can we put outside that will be strong enough to handle it?
You know, there's a lot of stuff that you
Okay.
can put out right now, and this is a transitory time. You
Yep.
know, your stuff that was warm weather plants, they're done because
Okay.
most of us have had a frost or at least a partial frost.
Okay.
So if you have plants that are tender, they're not looking really good.
Okay.
Get those out and you can start, there's a lot of different plants that you can do.
All right.
First of all, what a lot of people don't think about this time of year, and if you haven't planted the seeds already, you've missed that window.
So don't
But if
bother.
you can find the plants,
Okay.
you can actually grow herbs.
Okay.
You can grow vegetables.
Okay.
And we've got a selection right over here.
right. Okay,
This
what's
is
this?
mixed greens. So you've got arugula, you've got lettuces in there, you've even got a little bit of bok choy. All of these veggies were outside last night. They didn't mind the cold weather. They will even survive a freeze.
Wow.
Now some of the leaves may perish, but the center will come back.
Okay.
So, even last winter during the polar vortex,
Yeah.
my lettuces and stuff, once we got beyond March,
Okay.
they came back.
Oh,
so
wow.
these are things that you can have in your garden. And if you have a rosemary plant or something like that, and some of the decorative ones that they do this time of the year, do not keep them inside for too long because these
Okay.
plants actually like the cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything special because they're already
No,
ready.
plant them in the garden or keep them in a pot that's big enough. If it gets really, really dry, water them about once a week. But you can have veggies
Got you.
all winter.
All right, cool.
Evergreens. Things like boxwoods. Boxwoods are synonymous with holiday time and things like that. You've got this firepower nandina, which the beautiful foliage that you see here, this is going to stay that color all winter. So the fact that it's turning red and everything, it's not going to lose the leaves like our maple trees.
Right.
That's the winter foliage that you're seeing.
Oh, wow. So it's not
Yeah,
gonna,
so
it's not going to get cold and
No, the
do
plant,
a bunch of crazy things.
No, the plant's showing off
Yeah.
for the fall and winter. What about ferns?
Okay.
These ferns, and a lot of people think about ferns being in the woodland. Now, this is a native fern. This is what's
Okay.
called a Christmas fern. This is one that you could actually find in the woods, and this
Okay.
is a tassel fern. Both of these ferns are evergreens.
Gotcha.
So, there've been a popularity of deciduous ferns, which are hardy ferns that will come back.
Okay.
These are evergreens. So if you have a spot in your garden that's barren, go ahead and add that in because it's going to add a really nice show.
Okay.
And talking about, that's a perennial plant. Talking about perennials, I brought in all of these.
Okay.
This is a strawberry begonia, which the leaves are really, they've got this really great marbling. And all three of these are three different types of coral bells. And there's even purples and things that come in coral bells.
Gotcha.
If you find those in your nursery right now,
Yep.
or your garden center, go ahead and get a couple of these because these are going to stay green all winter.
Oh, wow. No
and
matter what.
Yeah, and what you can end up having is, say if you've got a container or something like that where you had coleus or even begonias and you want to change it out, you could do a focal with a boxwood. You could add a little bit of a fescue in there and maybe pop in a coral bell, and suddenly you've got this really great winter-long arrangement.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah,
Always-
and follow me on Twitter because a lot of these questions came
Yeah.
through on Twitter. People had questions about what to do with their geraniums and different things like that. It's at Thomas Garden Guy, and like us on Facebook, Thomas Landscapes.
Always some good information, Derek. Appreciate it. Still-
Yeah, and
still
how's
work-
that thumb doing?
It's still.
It's getting a little bit of green there.
Just, maybe, just a tad bit. Maybe even see green right somewhere in it. Anyway, all right.
Yeah, we're going to keep working on it.
Keep working on it. All right. Thank you, Derek. Always
right.
good to talk to you. Let's go back to you in the studio.